So for today's video, me and my dad are going to be installing these X braces to my Battle Aero Wing. So originally, when I first ordered the Battle Aero Wing, they came with tension cables. Later on, Battle Aero decided to add X braces instead, and so they don't really sell the tension cables anymore. They sell them all with the X braces. So I emailed them and I asked them if they had any, because you can't find them on the website, and they're nice enough to send me some for $50. So now me and my dad are going to be installing these and getting rid of the tension cables. The tension cables aren't bad, but I feel like these X braces will be a lot better, because these tension cables, I feel like they lose their tension over time. It makes it a lot more wobbly. Tension cables feel like sometimes they hit my other spoiler right here because they're really close to it. But when we install these X braces, they should have enough distance between them so we won't have the issue with the tension cables hitting them anymore. And also what we're going to do is, I've been opening and closing my wing often. There's been some rust on the side of the chassis mounted part, and we're going to paint over that, and we're just going to make sure we're going to put a washer between it so there shouldn't be as much rubbing between metals, and then that should help resolve the issue, and there shouldn't be as much rust, and it should help prevent rust in the future. So we're going to be doing that also. So let's get to it. As you guys can see here, there's some rust from the bolt rubbing whenever you were opening and closing. What we did is we just painted over it. What we bought was, we bought some fiber washers from Home Depot, and then we're going to put that between the bolts, so when we're opening and closing the wing, that it shouldn't have rubbing between the bolt and the aluminum frame, and that should help prevent rusting and any other problems we have in the future. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take off this old tension cable, which shouldn't be too bad. We're just going to have to cut this wire and then remove it and make sure it just doesn't ding in the car or anything. Alright guys, so originally we thought the X brace was supposed to mount on this top hole right here, but it's actually mounting on the second hole that's right underneath it, and then it mounts on that second hole, and it's going to mount on the third hole from the top up here, so 1, 2, 3. And as you guys can see, we put the washer right here, so hopefully that will help prevent the rusting and the rubbing between the metals. And now all we have to do is we have to tighten this one, and then we're going to need to find a bolt for this one also. So we just finished the install. It's actually pretty easy. You just put in the bolts. There's the bolt for here, the bolt on the other side, and the bolt in the middle to tighten them both together. You just tighten the bolts, and that's about it. It's a lot easier than the tension cable one. For my car, when we installed it, it was blocking the license plate, and I was worried about basically the police. I didn't want to get pulled over and get a random ticket for that. And my dad was basically like, fuck it, who cares? I was like, no, I don't want a ticket. I want to pay a stupid ticket for it. So I decided to just put it on the bracket itself, and all we had to do was just drill a hole. And my dad's revving the PT Cruiser right now. I don't know why. He's just making fun of me, I guess. But so what we decided to do is we just drilled 2 holes right here, and we just mounted the license plate right there. My dad's still trolling me. He just turned on the lights. So yeah, we drilled these 2 holes right here, and we just mounted the license plate on there, so that way if I get pulled over, they can't say anything about it because my license plate's clearly visible and the bracket's not blocking anything. So if any of you guys are running this already and you guys are worried about getting pulled over by the police or something, it's really not that bad. You guys can just drill 2 holes right here and then mount your license plate there if you're worried about that also. But yeah, other than that, the install is pretty simple. And yeah, I kept this part of the, I don't even know what it's called. I basically just kept this. This is from the tension cable one. You needed this so you can make the tension of the cable basically stiffer so it wouldn't move. but I kept it in there because why not? And it looks kind of cool, and it doesn't do anything but help keep this from moving. So I kept that also. And yeah, so if any of you guys are wondering how to install it, you guys can watch this video. Let anyone know who's trying to get it if they're not sure how to install the X bracket. It's not that bad. And yeah, if you guys are looking to get this and you have the old one with the tension cables, I don't know. I like the tension cable one because you didn't have to really worry about the license plate because it was basically see-through, so you didn't have to worry about the license plate being covered by anything. But I think the X bracket is better because it's more stable, and it looks like it's more stable basically, so you don't have to worry about anything else. And it just looks a little bit cleaner because it matches, because it's all black. You guys can email Battle Aero if you have the old kit and ask them if you can get the X bracket, and I'm pretty sure they'll send it out to you. No issue. Well, let me know what you think about the license plate. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Like at first I was a little iffy about it. I was like, oh, this looks kind of weird. And I don't know, I like it right now. It's not that bad. And it's not hard to revert back to the tension cable. You can also just go to Home Depot, buy some wire, and then revert back to it. So if I ever get tired of this, I can just revert back, and it's not a big deal. I know you guys might think this is a little ricey since I have to put this on here. It is pretty ricey of me. I mean, I already had the wing, so it's not really a big deal about how ricey it is, but you know, I'd rather have this than get like a $500 ticket and then there's $500 I can't spend on my car. But yeah, so hopefully this will prevent me from getting a ticket. And if I get pulled over for this, I'm definitely gonna be like, bro, I literally did this so I wouldn't get a ticket. So yeah. Alright, thanks for watching guys. See you guys next time.